If I was moving here, where I would want to be at, especially if I was new moving here, not knowing the areas, not knowing really what I want to do in the next 5 years, but knowing that I want to be here. Today, I'm here at the Ramsey Park. This is a great park here in Coeur d'Alene. It's kind of North Coeur d'Alene. We're on the north side of the I-90, and beautiful little area right here. You got the Kroc Center back here behind me. This park has a lot of amenities. You got the tennis courts here, and, softball, baseball, all that type of stuff. And there's walking paths through here everywhere. Today's video, really what we want to talk about is some of these subdivisions that are north of the I-90. They're more of a family-oriented type subdivisions. In my opinion, we're going to talk about what I think that if I was moving here, where I would want to be at, especially if I was new moving here, not knowing the areas, not knowing really what I want to do in the next 5 years, but knowing that I want to be here and buy into something that I'm not going to worry about losing value, that's going to be in great neighborhoods for my kids. Each of these areas have great amenities. We're going to talk about the Fairway Forest subdivision, which surrounds the Coeur d'Alene golf course. And we're going to go just a little north of that. We're going to talk about Coeur d'Alene Place, which also encumbers, I've added in Sunshine Meadows and Vista Meadows into that because they're all so close in there. You know, they all have these great walking paths and parks and then the landings. And so I'm going to just kind of give you some visuals of that area. Like I said, we'll jump on the map, kind of give you an idea where it's at. We'll talk about a few amenities. We'll throw up some different footage of what the neighborhood looks like and see if there's something out there that might interest you. Hey, if this is your first time in the channel, go ahead and subscribe below, tap the bell so you can be notified every time we talk about anything new going on here in North Idaho. Hi, I'm Reed Wilson, and we get calls and texts every day. People just like you looking to make a move to the North Idaho area. So if you got questions, there's something we can help you with, go ahead and shoot us a text, give us a call, book a Zoom call, and we'd be happy to talk about you. Today we are here in Post Falls. I'm out here in front of Willamette Park. This park sits in the Montrose subdivision area, and as you can see, they have family amenities like these parks, walking paths. I don't know if you can see over there behind me. across the street, and then of course down in along behind me here. These walking paths are everywhere. So we're going to talk about these three different communities. It's going to be Montrose, Tullamore, the Riverside Harbor area, which I've kind of included Hunter's Glen and Ponderosa Park in there. So we'll take a look at these different neighborhoods, do some drive-throughs, kind of give you some different price points and give you an idea what those look like. And we're going to get after it right now. Like I said, we are here in Post Falls at the Montrose subdivision. This has just been a great little subdivision, this Montrose. It sits on the west side of Post Falls, so you're very close to the Washington border. So if you're working in Washington and live in Idaho, this is a great opportunity to be close to getting in and out for any type of commuting. Like I said, it's a beautiful little neighborhood. Price points in here tend to range around that mid to higher 400,000, and then on up to about that 700,000 range. Tullamore is very much about the same in those price ranges. You will see over in the Riverside Harbor area, depending on how close you are to get to the river, it starts in that maybe high 400,000, and it can go all the way up over $1 million, you know, the closer you get to the river. So little different. Homes in this area right here started in around the late 90s, and it's gone all the way up until we're seeing homes as new as, you know, in the last few years. Tullamore, 2018, 2019 and newer. They're still building some stuff out over in that area, so you can still get into some brand new homes over by that area. And then, of course, the Riverside Harbor is all built out. Those are older homes. We're going to see late 90s to early 2000s over there. A lot of those properties have a little bigger acreage to them. I shouldn't say acreage, but come with a little bigger lots. And they're a little more overgrown. You got a lot of the pine trees and whatnot in that area over there. So just a beautiful, you know, kind of an older neighborhood. But if you like that North Idaho feel, that's certainly going to do it for you. So let's take a look. We're going to do some drive-throughs in these neighborhoods. We're going to throw up some drone shots so you can kind of get an idea. And we'll throw up some different price points so you can kind of get a feel for what homes are selling for in here. And we'll go from one neighborhood to the next and see what you think. So hopefully this will get you some good information. Okay, we are here at Tullamore Park, and this is a great little subdivision. Sits right off of Highway 41 here in Post Falls. You are close to schools. You got Post Falls High School, not very far away. They've got elementary schools, middle schools, churches. Can walk to about 3 different churches right here. So just a great family atmosphere. It's a fun park. It's a nice, good-sized park. It's got a lot of the kids play toys on it. It's got pickleball. It's got a gazebo over there you can rent out. But just a great little neighborhood. Kind of do a little turn through here so you can kind of get an idea. Walking paths everywhere. You know, we threw up some drone shots there for you so you can kind of just get a feel for where it's at. But some of this they're still building out, so there's some areas they're still going to continue to build out as we're going a little north. So we're going to continue to see some newer homes in this area. A lot of 3-bed, 2-bath, 4-bed, 3-bath, that type of stuff. We're going to see that mid to higher 400,000 range on up into close to that 700,000. That's kind of the medium price points through here. Values have held very well. You know, you got nice, easy access on and off Highway 41, easy access to I-90. There are hospitals right here in Post Falls. You also, you know, you're 20 minutes away from Kootenai, and then going the other way into Spokane Valley. You know, if you need some of that type of medical services, you're 20-30 minutes depending on traffic. So Walmart, quick, close drive. You know, we'll throw up the map and I'll give you an idea where some of this stuff is. But anyway, we'll throw up a few price points, do some drive-through here, and hopefully maybe you can get some idea, leave some comments on if this is helpful or not. But if you have any questions, reach out, and then we'll head over to the next subdivision. Okay, we are still here in Post Falls. We are over here in the Riverside Harbor area. I've combined those subdivisions of the Riverside Harbor, Hunter's Glen, and the Ponderosa Park all together. Actually, here at the Kiwanis Park. This is a spectacular park. So even if you don't live in the area, you got to come hang out at the park. It runs right up alongside the river, so you got access if you want to just swim along in the river. There's little hiking paths everywhere. They've got all kinds of activities that go on here throughout the summer. But it's just beautiful. You got little dirt trails, you got paved paths, picnic areas. I mean, it's just got a little bit of everything. So if you want to get out and you got your dog and want to take a walk, this is just a great place to do it. You can just see all these big pine trees here. Gives you that North Idaho feel. But we're going to be talking about subdivisions over here, kind of give you a little drive through of what to expect in here. Again, the homes in these subdivisions over here, the ones that we're going to talk about, you know, were built in the early 90s to the early 2000 range. They're mostly 3-bed, 2-bath on up to, you can get into that higher price range in the bigger homes. So when I'm talking about that, I mean, you know, your 3-bed, 2-bath is going to probably start somewhere in that high 400,000 range, depending on what you got here. Mid price point is probably closer to that 657, and then as you get closer to the river, because you do have some homes that are secondary or riverfront, and those homes are going to run up closer to that $1 million and over. So just kind of depends on what you want, but it's a beautiful neighborhood, well kept up. Let's take a look at this neighborhood. Let's get you some drive-through. We'll throw up some drone, and then we're going to put up some price points so you kind of get an idea what the homes look like here and in those price points, and see if there's something there that might interest you. Okay, I want to talk to you just a little bit about where these subdivisions are. If we look at the map here, Coeur d'Alene, the resort area is right down here, downtown Coeur d'Alene. Got I-90 that comes on across, and we will take a look here. We'll just kind of blow this up just a little bit. So the subdivisions that we're going to look at today is Fairway Forest, which is right here. Really kind of comes down along this way here. You have the park here. This is Ramsey Park and the Kroc Center all right there, which is really nice. You know, it's within walking distance, bike ride. Then here you've got the golf course, and so that's what's been so popular. As you'll see from the video and maybe from some of the drone, this is it's an older neighborhood, but they've got all the big pines, and you know, it just has that North Idaho feel. A lot of beautiful homes. A lot of these homes sit on larger lots than you're going to find in other areas. We've come up from there. The next one we were talking about is Coeur d'Alene Place, which is really kind of here. And then I kind of brought in those other subdivisions, you know, Sunshine Meadows and some of those that sit up here at this top. But you know, this is mainly kind of your Coeur d'Alene Place area, but it draws in for all these areas right here. And then there's a lot of new homes still being built here in this area. And then we also talked about the landings right here. And right now, over in these sections here, they're doing a lot of new building still over there. So there's a lot of opportunities still to get into some of these different neighborhoods. You know, what's been so popular about these is just the location and the amenities. You know, you're really quick and easy to get onto the interstate if you're working, you know, over in Spokane. You know, you got Costco that sits right here. You have Walmart that's just up the road here just a little bit. You have access to lots of different restaurants and then whatnot going down into the Coeur d'Alene area here. So a lot of easy access, easy opportunities to get in and out. Each of these subdivisions here, whoops, that wasn't very good drawing. Come up. There are walking paths all over that connect from one to the other down through that can, there's another one that comes right down here, take you right down to the park, to the Kroc Center, and from there you can actually come all the way down underneath the interstate, and you could head out this way. You can come down along the river and enjoy all of that, and then you could actually, you know, do a bike, you know, path right on into downtown, Tubbs Hill, all of that. You know, you got the beach area right here, and then you know, it can actually go on out east of town there, quite a ways along the lake. So you do have access to walking paths that do come all the way out and along out this way. So a lot of trails out there, a lot of nice access. If you're just looking for things that help you get out, you got, like I said, you got the golf course, and then you're just close to all these amenities with restaurants, places to do your shopping, in and out of downtown. But if you're looking for just great family type subdivisions that do very well, holding their value, and you know, that offers these amenities, you know, with all the parks, you got your schools. The high school sits right over here. You do have the elementary school right down over here, the junior high school right in here. So lots of opportunities all over through there. So keep that in mind as you're looking around, and if you want something close where your kids can bike and lots of parks to play in and walking past to get out and enjoy, this would probably be a great place for you. Spokane area over here, I-90 comes on across, Coeur d'Alene here, and then Post Falls right here. So this Montrose sits right along here, and so we met started right here at the Willamette Park, and whoops, didn't need to pop that up. Started here at the Willamette Park. We did some drive-throughs. We threw up some drone shots and whatnot, so you can kind of get an idea of what that looks like there. Again, one of the reasons it's been so popular, it's just real easy access, coming in and out of this, to jump on the interstate here. You can come down here, jump on here. If depending on if you're working in the Spokane, and that's why a lot of people want to be there, if they're commuting back this other way, you also have access back here to 53 and come in through that back way, which makes things very quick and easy to get in and out. So just some ideas there on that area there. And it's just been a great area. It's a beautiful area, as you'll see from the footage, and we'll get you a few different price points on that, and kind of do our little drive through. And our second one that we're talking about, we mentioned it sits right here, right along Highway 41. So this area here. And as you can see over here, they're going to still continue to do some building. They're going to still build out some of these areas. I think most of this right along here is going to be, probably commercial. I'm not quite sure what commercial buildings. I'm not quite sure what they'll do there. But there's I hear rumors of shopping centers coming in out there. But there again. This one here has just been really popular. You got the newer homes. You've got, a lot of these churches. You got the schools, the parks, and just easy access. You jump out here on 41. You've got your Walmart, shopping. You do have some medical services in here along here. And then, like I said, you can jump on 41. Medical services very easily back towards the Spokane Valley area or into Kootenai. Kootenai Medical there, which just sits right here off of 95 in this area right here. And so a lot of easy access there. And then the third subdivision that we talked about, we started right here at Kiwanis Park, and this Riverside Harbor area, consists of these few little subdivisions that we talked about. This little area here is just really, as you'll see, it's beautiful. The homes, a lot of them are on a little larger lot, but having access to this Kiwanis Park with all the amenities right there, that's just really, whether you live in that area or not, you need to go take advantage of the Kiwanis Park. But we did a little drive-through even down around this. These homes here sit on the on the river, so they're going to be a little more expensive. Some of these homes back through here will be probably a little bit older. So you do get kind of a different group of properties, and but as people keep updating these, because it is such a nice area, it's beautiful with all the trees, and again, you got access to shopping, the restaurants along here, and access onto I-90. Either way, got the walking paths through the different communities there, access to, and some of these homes in these little areas, depending on where you're at, does have waterfront access. So anyway, beautiful properties, lots of nice little amenities there. And I hope the map helps just kind of give you an idea real quick where these sit in relationship to some of these other amenities here in the Post Falls area. So let us know if we can be some help, or if there's some other subdivisions in this area that you want to take a closer look at. Let me know. I'm happy to help you out with getting the information you need. And anyway, hope you enjoy the video, and let us know if we can help in the future. Thank you.